Okay, guys, so I wanted to speak on something today, and what I wanted to speak on is how nicotine sucks all the happiness out of your life, man. Nicotine is really fucking bad for you, bro. Like, even though most of I'm Gen Z, so like, and I still smoked cigarettes for like 2 years, which is extremely stupid because we have all the evidence and proof um, about what smoking cigarettes causes. But yeah, it was my whole addiction lasted for like five years, let's just say, bro. And like I used snuff, I used nasal tobacco, I used I vaped. I got crazy into vaping, I got a whole rig. Yeah, I was blowing clouds. It was a box mod, a Geek Vape box mod that got stolen from me, unfortunately. And I still have a Geek Vape H45 pod system. The tank cracked, so that's gone now, which is good. Yeah. So I decided that I wanted to quit smoking, right? And what I did was I I bought myself some snus, right? Which was a bad fucking idea, man. Never ever do snus. Please don't do snus. Please don't do snus, man. It's like, alright, listen to this, man. Over here in Poland, where I live right now, currently, cigarettes can't be higher in nicotine than a milligram, right? So a cigarette can't be higher in nicotine than a milligram. Now, with that being said, we do have mocne cigarettes in Poland, which are shorter. They I have smoked them. They are strong. They are strong in taste, and I think they are relatively strong in nicotine. I think they're made with a different process. I don't know if the leaves are dried differently or something. I'm not sure. But anyway, yeah, I fell into a vicious cycle of doing snooze, man. Snooze is like so bad. Like at the local just convenience store that we have in Poland. It's a chain of convenience stores. They're called Żabka. And you can buy Zins, you can buy, Zins are best known for you folks that are from the States, probably know about Zins. I personally didn't like Zins too much, I don't know. Well, it doesn't matter anyway. It's all the same. It's just nicotine dipped in like nicotine and some aromatic flavors. And guess what? I did quit smoking with snus. I did do that. I quit smoking with snus. However, I decided to quit snus and I relapsed on vaping. You see. Yes, I threw away the snus. I had about 2 cans. I used 1 can. I threw the other sealed. Sealed. You know how difficult that was, man. Sealed can of snus. I I threw that away into the trash, and I never came back to the trash. You know? Sealed. That should take some willpower, bro. Yeah, I threw it away, and I lasted 4 days before I went back to Żabka and bought a vape set. I bought literally a starter kit with liquid from Vaporess. I have the box, which is right here. I bought this. Now, I bought this, and I relapsed after 4 days. Fortunately, this is a one-time use pod. I only bought one liquid, one bottle of liquid with the vape, and I almost used it all in a span of like 2-3 days. You know, I was vaping so hard that I had trouble. The night that I bought it, I was vaping so hard and so fast, so frequently, that I had trouble breathing the night I bought it. You know, and I was smoke free. I was smoke free for that all that time that I was using snus. So why do I title the video "Nicotine Will Suck All the Happiness Out of Your Life"? And the reason I write that is because finding out that in Poland a cigarette can only contain 1 milligram of nicotine per cigarette. I'm not per cigarette. I think so. Right? A cigarette in Poland can only contain 1 milligram of nicotine. Now, a snus, packet, pouch, the weakest snus pouch is like, in Poland it's 1.5 milligrams. That's still higher than cigarette. But I didn't care about those. I was using 3, I was using 6, 8, 11 milligrams. Do you know how badly that overrides your dopamine sensor? Do you know how badly that overrides your dopamine sensor? It's really bad. It's really, really bad. Now, as for the vape, the liquid I bought was a 2% salt the night I relapsed on nicotine. Nicotine is a broad term nowadays, because you obviously get in many forms. I only have the battery left. I threw the tank in the trash. I used it for about 4 or 5 days, and I had a little bit of liquid left in the bottle. And once again, just as I did with the snus sealed can, I threw away the pod and the rest of the liquid. I was like, that's it. I'm done with nicotine, man. Because it really does mess up your dopamine center. It really does. And I'm not even counting. Let's just say we're on 4 days, nicotine free 4 days now. After many relapses, I don't even like counting because counting Counting makes me feel like I'm holding myself back, like I'm challenging myself. Oh, how many days can I last, right? No, it's not how many days I can last. It's just that I'm done. I'm done. That's it. End of story. I quit nicotine. That's it. Why do I need to count days? I don't need to count days. You know. But yeah, the bottom line is, guys, is that nicotine, it's fun. So it's a fun substance, just like your first energy drink was. After you've done it once, 10 times, 20 times, 30 times, 40 times, you've fried your dopamine center, or you not that you've fried your dopamine center. It's just that you've built a tolerance. Your body expects a reaction. You're tolerant, and that's it. You know, and that tells me that humans don't need anything to be happy, because everything wears off sooner or later. Whether it's nicotine, whether it's caffeine, whether it's drugs, whether it's alcohol. You know, it loses its magic, because there is no magic within substance use. Well, feel free to argue about that, because you could bring up psychedelics, but that's a whole other topic which I'm not going to cover here. But the bottom line is, just don't use nicotine, guys. Just don't use nicotine, man. To me, it was ruining my days. It was making me anxious. It was making me stressed. My hair was falling out. I was like, why is my hair falling out? It must be that I'm not getting enough sleep. Must be this, must be that. No, it's nicotine. No, stress, anxiety. If you have anxiety, you should not be thinking about smoking. You should not be doing any of this. Any of this. Well, that's all, guys. Thank you for watching, man. Don't smoke, don't vape, don't do anything stupid. Peace out, guys.